daddy. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. Yeah. Happy Father's Day.
That's right. All right.
Welcome to Armand and Angelina Cove.
Shout out to Carl Anthony. That was his song. I was trying to think yesterday what song we could play today for this thing, and Carl sent an email and sent this song, and we asked would it be okay if we played a little bit of it on our little program here. So thank you, Carl. And, it's great.
Awesome.
Very happy. Okay, so we are honoring fathers today because it's Father's Day. So we just want to thank you, fathers, father figures, male, masculine energy.
Dads and daddies
and all that. And so we're just really appreciating you today, thanking you for making us the people that we are today because of you. We're going to start with the daily word. Today's daily word is Father's Blessings. It is inspired by Proverbs chapter 4, verse 11. I give thanks for all expressions of fatherly love. My relationship with my father may have been positive and nurturing, or difficult and challenging. He may have been a strong presence during my childhood, or he may have been absent. We may be part of each other's lives today, we may be estranged, or he may have passed from earthly life. Whatever our circumstances, I bless my Father, and I see him enfolded in divine love. As I honor my Father, I also honor all the father figures who have helped guide me along my path. Family members, teachers, neighbors, clergy, employers, and friends. I bless them as I recall all the ways each one, in a unique way, has modeled strength, guidance, wisdom, and patience. Their presence remains with me thanks to their gifts of fatherly love.
I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in the paths of uprightness.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. So we thought we'd just start off with saying a couple things that we loved about our dads. They both are no longer here on the planet. My dad passed on in May of this year.
And mine passed on April 18th of 1980.
Right.
81.
Right. But I feel my dad's presence, and I just love how he took care of me and loved me. And so one thing, if I recall my life growing up with my dad, was that family was the most important thing to him. You know, to be connected with family. And, you know, I, in my 20s and early 30s, I was on the road a lot, and I worked on cruise ships and dinner theaters, and I wasn't really able to call my dad as much as he wanted me to call, and I kind of felt like, you know, I'm young, I want my own life, and blah, blah, blah. And then as he got older, I understood what family meant, and in the last 6 months of his life, I really, really got how important family was to him. And so I have made that commitment to make sure that I stay connected to my brother, my sister, my mom. And as I've been doing that, I have been so grateful because, you know, I love my family. I just always just didn't pick up a phone and call, and I do that now, and I'm really grateful. Thank you, Dad.
Awesome. Still here, Ken. We feel you all the time. One of the things that I think that I loved most about my dad was he was a very, very wise man. He read a lot of New Thought books. He never took me to a New Thought church. He was Catholic, but he talked a lot about New Thought and read a lot of, you know, Andrew Carnegie and Earl Nightingale and I'm Okay, You're Okay. When he passed, I found some of his books, I'm Okay, You're Okay, and Your Erroneous Zones from Wayne Dyer. So he was into all that kind of positive thinking, but he used to use these little phrases that worked really well for me when I was a kid and all through my life, actually. And I believe a lot of my teaching was inspired by my dad because he was also a teacher. He taught college. And so one of the things he used to say that I use all the time was, what's hard is easy and what's easy is hard. And it's probably self-explanatory, but in case it's not, if you have a situation, do the harder thing now and it'll be easier later. Because if you choose the easy thing now, the opposite, it's a little bit of the ant and the grasshopper story. So that was just one of the many things he would say to me, you know.
So another thing that I remember my dad is, you know, we always went on a family vacation every summer, and my dad worked really hard for that. And I look back now and, you know, like he would go to the office way early in the morning before we even like went off to school, and worked a couple hours before his starting time, and he would not come home from work until like 9 p.m. or even later because he wanted to get all caught up on his work so that he could then take us on a great vacation. And we, you know, every summer we went somewhere, and one of the greatest vacations I remember, and I used to call my dad thanking him for that many, many times as an adult, that we took a month-long vacation. We lived in Ohio, and we went all the way to California and back in a van, camping out. And, you know, we got to see all the national parks, and oh my God, all the planning and all the work, extra work to get everything caught up for a month off. Oh my God, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
So one of the great things that I remember about my dad was he was always playing and always taking us to theme parks. And, you know, he just was real into play. And sometimes he would come home from work and my brother and I would be there. I think, I don't know, I was 8, 9, 10, 11. My brother was 4 years younger than I was. So I would be kind of taking care of him. And he'd come home maybe 7 o'clock at night. He goes, "We're going out to dinner." And he was also a salesperson. He sold insurance and he sold real estate, and he even sold vacuum cleaners. Yeah. What were they called? Fairfax vacuum cleaners. And he would bring me along with him to show them that even a little kid could do it. But when he would come home, sometimes he would say, "Hey, let's go out and get a hamburger somewhere. Let's go out to dinner." And sometimes I would say, "Why? Did you have a good sale today?" And he goes, "Nope, just the opposite. A big deal fell through." And I would say, "Then why are we going out?" He goes, "Because I don't want disappointment to mess up my joy. And another sale will happen in the future, but let's go out and celebrate that we're always taken care of and stay high, even though this is sort of a down thing."
Wow.
So that's it.
Very nice. Okay, so we will be right back. Just give us a minute.
Stay tuned.
That's right.
Do not
More to
adjust
come.
your TV.
Hey, Armand, will you sing your baloney song?
I will. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. My baloney has a second name. It's Mayer. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with Bologna. How's that?
Do y'all remember that commercial for Oscar Mayer? It was the cutest little boy sitting on a dock with his little fishing pole and a sandwich. And Armand sings that often when we're, I guess, on a trip or doing something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Armand. So, I need your finger on that, Armand. So, you know, when I was thinking about things we used to do with our dads as kids, we used to go fishing. And I know you think, wow, even Armand and Angelina would go fishing with their dad and family. And I did. I loved it. It was, you know, one of those vacations that we'd go to our friends in Indiana, and they had a lake, and we'd go fishing. And
did y'all drink beer?
well, my dad did, but we were kids, Armand. So
what if we can get a sponsorship for Bud Light Lime?
So anyway, I thought we would go fishing. How about that?
I love fishing.
You love fishing.
Fishing was the closest thing I ever did that was as ecstatic to me as sex. I mean,
Wow.
catching a fish was like the big O.
Okay, so, I'm going to put my
my
pole
pole in
in.
the water,
I'm going to
too.
see what shows up, okay? All right, here goes. Oh my goodness, look, how about that? So we're just going to, these are all about thanking our dads, our father figures for what they've given us. Thanks, dads, for being a pillar of strength, support, and discipline.
Nice. That's a good catch.
That was a good catch. Thanks, Dad, for embarrassing me in front of my boyfriend.
Nice. Oh, I got one. Ooh. Nice. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you for don't litter, by the way. Don't litter.
That's right.
Thanks for teaching us to appreciate things.
Yes,
Nice.
thank you, Dad. Okay, I got another one.
Got another hit?
Oh, look at that, another one.
Obviously, she doesn't know how to set the hook, but that's okay.
All right. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, father figures, for teaching us right and wrong. That makes us who we are today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not judgment, but behavior.
Right. And thank you, Dad. Thank you, father figures, for being dedicated to being a great dad for us. Thank you.
Oh, two more. Thanks for being the king of corny jokes. And thanks for setting a great example for us.
Thank you, Dad.
Don't litter.
Don't litter. See, there's the dad in you.
Uh-oh, I had another pole in the water.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a big one. Been waiting all day for this. I can tell.
I finally found Nemo.
Nemo. Now we know where Nemo
Now
is.
we know where Nemo is. Nemo actually lives in our pool.
That's right.
He's awesome.
He floats around in our pool. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, dads. Thank you, all you father figures, and we just are honoring, celebrating you, and loving you, and thank you. Anything you want to say?
Well, there was another wonderful thing. Speaking of fish, go swim. There was another wonderful thing. Oh, I had another pole in the water. I just got another hit.
What?
Oh, man. Oh, boy, this is a big one. Oh, God. You always get what you need when you go fishing. Sometimes the universe provides in many different ways. We have toilet paper. She didn't even know about that one. I had that one hidden. Okay. But another great thing that my dad used to say, and you probably all heard it, but it's a wonderful thing. If you give a man a fish,
He'll eat for a day.
but if you teach a man to fish,
He will sit in a boat drinking beer all day.
exactly. Okay.
All right. Well,
All right.
who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Daddy.
All right.
Thanks, Carl.
One of the greatest dads in the world. I dedicate this to John Durrich,
Oh, yeah, John.
who is now with his wife and daughter
That's right.
in Ocala. We're going to get to see them this
Another
week.
great dad, Jay.
Jay and Lisa and Amelia. Lots of great dads out there.
A lot of great
We
dads.
love you.
Thank you. We love you. All right, time for a dip in the pool. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh my God. All right. See y'all later.
Bye. Uh-oh. I can't find the pause button.